Okay, Magha first pada paternal grandparents. If we does not know, then worship the rishis. Okay, if it is Cancer Aslesa last pada, then it is the maternal grandparents. Okay, and when it comes to the Sagittarius first pada, Mula Nakshatra first pada. Hello friends, today we will discuss about a very interesting topic, and the topic is related to Gandanta. Today we will discuss how we can able to use the Gandanta in our prediction, how a planet behaves when it is going into Gandanta. These all kinds of things we will discuss along with the remedies. If a planet is there in the Gandanta, so what will be the remedy? The most important part. Okay, so first let us discuss what is Gandanta. Actually, Gandanta is the portion in the zodiac where fire and water are coming together because they are opposite in nature. For an example, you are putting a frying pan in a gas stove, okay, and you are constantly heating that frying pan. So the temperature of the frying pan slowly increased. Okay, at certain point of time, the frying pan will red hot. Okay, and at that very moment, if you put on water over there, then there will be you can see the heat and water how they are reacting with each other. The water going to vaporize, and some portion of the frying pan it suddenly gets cooled down. So it is the kind of effect when two signs of opposite nature are coming together. So we know that in our zodiac there are 3 fire signs and 3 watery signs are coming together. One is Aries and Pisces, another one is Leo and Cancer, third one is Scorpio and Sagittarius. So these 3 sections where we will have Gandanta. Okay, so the actually area of Gandanta is the last portion of that zodiac. For an example, for Aries and Pisces, so the first pada of Ashwini Nakshatra and last pada of Revati Nakshatra is really the Gandanta influenced Nakshatra. Similarly, Leo and Cancer, the first pada of Leo, Magha Nakshatra, and last pada of Cancer, Aslesa Nakshatra, are the real person of the Gandanta. And similarly, Scorpio and Sagittarius, the last pada of Scorpio, Jyeshtha Nakshatra, fourth pada, and the first pada of Sagittarius, that is Mula Nakshatra, first pada, are the Gandanta region. And in that area, the person coming in the Trimisans as actually the real area where we will have problem, first 1 degree. Okay, so let us discuss if something is going to Gandanta, then what will be effect. If we see in a chart, if the Lagna is going into the Gandanta, the whole life is troublesome. Health will be okay, but the whole life will be some kind of, he is facing some kind of trouble. Okay, if we see moon is going to the Gandanta, moon is the prana, moon is the life force, so the native's health is going down. For an example, if someone has moon at 0 degree, 0.5 degree of Aries. Okay, so that moon is really in the Gandanta portion. So the native there will be certain threat to its life in the early part of his life. If the native cross that path, then he will be powerful. He will be powerful, and he can able to achieve anything in his life. So it does mean that if moon is a certain part in the Gandanta portion, so there will threat to the life for a certain period of time. But the time crosses, then there will be blessing. The person is living, so there has to be some blessing for which the person is living. So what are the blessing? From where the blessing is coming? Let us discuss that. Look, if moon is in the first pada of Ashwini Nakshatra, so the blessing is coming from Ashwini Kumaras, the great physician of gods, Devas. Okay, Ashwini Kumaras are really a very good physicians. Okay, if the moon is in the first pada of Magha, so the blessings are coming from the forefathers, your paternal forefathers. So we need to worship at least do a namaskar to our paternal forefathers. If you does not know about your forefather, then you can worship the rishis. Okay, and if the moon is in the first pada of Mula Nakshatra, so the blessing is coming from Ma Durga. So at least when moon is in this portion of the zodiac and the person, let us say, is 40 or 50 years old, so we know that the threat of Gandanta has gone and there is a blessing in that chart. So we can say that worship this deity, at least do a namaskar to these deities. Okay, let us discuss the watery side. For an example, if someone has moon is the Aslesa fourth pada, so there must be some blessing in the chart, and the blessing, look, it is the watery sign is like from maternal side, and Aslesa Nakshatra is a snake, so it shows the maternal lineage. So there will be a blessing from maternal lineage side. So the native must worship or must do a namaskar to the maternal grandparents. Okay, if it is Pisces last pada, so the blessing is coming from the goddess Saraswati. Okay, so the blessing is coming from the goddess Saraswati. If it is Jesta last pada, so the blessing is coming from Lord Ganesha. So if we are seeing moon is in this portion of the zodiac, so and the person's age is around 50 years, so we can say that there is a blessing. That is why the native is live. So we must say that you just do a namaskar to the deity. Okay, so remember these deities, like for Ashwini first pada, it is Ashwini Kumaras. Revati last pada, it is Ma Saraswati. Okay, Magha first pada, paternal grandparents. If you does not know, then worship the rishis. Okay. If it is Cancer Aslesa last pada, then it is the maternal grandparents. Okay, and when it comes to the Sagittarius first pada, Mula Nakshatra first pada, it is Ma Durga. If it is Jesta Nakshatra last pada, Scorpio sign, that Gandanta, it is Ganesha. Jesta Nakshatra, so Jesta Raja, Ganesha in the form of Jesta Raja. So these are the deities. We can worship this deity to get the blessings. Okay. So as I mentioned, if someone has Lagna in that area, so his total life is gone. So again, to get the blessing, he need to propitiate these deities. If someone has for an example, someone has Jupiter in the Ashwini Nakshatra first pada, 1 degree. Okay, so it is a Bhargotam Jupiter, very good Jupiter, we can say. But remember, this is the Ashwini Nakshatra first pada, it is the Gandanta person. So we can ask the person, is there any elder brother to him? What happened to his elder brother? Because Jupiter is the Karak for elder brothers. We can say that there must be some mishappening regarding the elder brothers. Similarly, different planets will give different kind of effects in the Gandant person. For an example, if someone has Venus in that person, so you can say what will be happen to his relationships. Similar kind of thing we can predict. Similarly, if some house lord, some important house lord going to the Gandanta person. For an example, third house. Third house is all about siblings, writing capabilities, all those things. If that is going to the Gandant person, then you can see that that area in their life will be problematic. If for an example Mars is in the Gandant person, so we can say that Mars is the karak of property. While buying property or while dealing with property, they may have issues. Okay, so Gandant person is really a problematic person in the chart. It is the person where water and fire signs are coming together. So that will give a Gandant kind of effects. Similarly, various kind of Gandant are there. For an example, if someone born in Prathama Tithi. Okay, so Tithi is the Tithi Lord is the sun, and the day is Sunday. Okay, so the Tithi Lord and the day Lord, so fire and water are coming together. So again that will give you a Gandant kind of effect. Okay, you just imagine that various things where fire and water are coming together, that will be a Gandant kind of effect. And one thing is that you see every Gandant person, the Nakshatra Lord, Vimshatri Dasa Nakshatra Lords are Mercury and Ketu. So Mercury Ketu conjunction in a chart will give Gandant kind of effect. Breakage of bone. Okay, so if we are seeing that in any chart, Mercury and Jupiter are very closely conjunct, so that is also a Gandant. They will also can give a Gandant kind of effect in the native's life. So friends, this is all about the different kind of Gandant. Mula Gandant is the most prominent one. And all Gandant will have similar kind of effect, but Mula is the Gandant where you will require a lot of efforts to save the planets. So worship the deity as I mentioned to get the blessing. Okay, again the Gandant remedy is to be done on Saturday, because Gandant is a kind of death kind of experience. So Saturday is the day for things related to Gandant. You can do remedies for Gandant on Saturday only. Look, all these things what I have mentioned over here, I have read from the article of Pandit Sanjay Rathji, and this is my understanding. And what I feel, these are the areas in the natural zodiac where actually some kind of blessings we require. If we do not have that kind of blessing, then that part of the life will be problematic. So friends, this is all about Gandant, and if we are having some planet in that Gandant, so we need to do this kind of remedies. Hope you like this video. Do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.